In this political landscape where many of us are very divided right now, I think it's very important that we take a look at the issues, we understand the people that we're electing, and are mindful of the positions that they take. Um, what I think has gotten into my head the most about the election and the politics in general is just the simple fact that we can't agree to disagree. We can't agree anymore to have healthy and open and informative debates. I'm not one to hate anybody at all whatsoever. So I'm certainly not going to hate somebody over their political views. I may disagree with them. I may disagree with them vehemently. But in the end, I am going to understand that everybody has the right to make their own decisions based on what they perceive to be the best candidate, the best issues, focus on what is more appropriate or the right thing for them and their families and or their morals or their religious or spiritual beliefs and whatever it may be. In this particular race, not just with the presidential candidates, but with all the candidates in general, I look at a variety of issues. And it's difficult because there are certain things that I don't like about a candidate that I most likely am going to vote for. There are things that I agree with one party and not the other, and vice versa. And I think that most of us could probably say that in some capacity, in some way, shape, or form. You know, you can take hot topic or hot button issues like abortion, for example, like LGBTQ rights. There's so many capital punishment, and you know the list goes on and on. You can talk about all these topics all day long, and you could debate them till the cows come home. You can bring God into them and spiritual beliefs and religion and the Bible and the Quran and Buddhist belief, whatever, any kind of beliefs basically is what I'm trying to say. And you can form an argument either way. So I guess the reason I'm making this video is because I'm in my head, and I just want to express that I think right now what we need to do more than ever is we need to learn to be more united as a whole, all of us, regardless of your spiritual beliefs, your political beliefs, your sexual orientation, your religion or spirituality, your whatever, your color, your ethnicity, your race. We need to come together and we need to be unified now more than ever. And sadly, we are more divided right now more than ever. We have never been more divided as a whole as we are now in this country. And the question that I pose to you is why? Why is that? What's happening to cause this division? What kind of vitriol and hate is lighting the spark to the TNT, to the dynamite that's exploding, causing this division? And why can't we get back to a sense of normalcy? Now, I've said this before, I think, in other videos that I've made. There used to be a time when we could discuss politics, we could discuss religion, we could discuss hot topic issues and walk away being friends. And maybe even disagreeing when we walk away from one another, but still being friends. Still maintain our humility, our humanity. But where has all that gone? Where has that gone and why? This deeply troubles me. This troubles my heart. These are thoughts that keep me up at night. When I pray and I meditate and I think to myself, what's going on? Why is this happening? And I have my own personal and spiritual beliefs, um, and I'm really not going to go into that because it's not really even the point. The point is, we have to ask ourselves, what's causing this? What's causing this division? What's causing this separation from loving one another, from showing grace and mercy to one another, despite our individual beliefs? So I believe A and you believe B, and neither one of us are right, neither one of us are wrong. Let's accept what is and move on. Because we are the human race first. And I think it's important to realize that, and I guess I'm pleading. I'm just like a little tiny influencer with a very small following on social media, but I'm just trying to somehow bring people together. I'm trying to fight this. I know I'm just one person. And another thing too, just going to the back to the political thing. I'm going to digress a second here. Go back to the politics. There's an alternative to voting, but voting is the only real power we have. Our vote is really the only real power that will keep anything bad or whatever from happening, either way, or however you want to look at it. I don't want to get too fine-tuned into it, but don't you have the alternative, or you have the option of abstaining and not voting at all. But truthfully, voting is our only real power as the people of the United States of America. It's the only real power we have. It's the one voice we do have. Fortunately, I hope that I'm right in saying this, but I even doubt myself, that the presidency cannot be bought. I hope that's correct. Typically, the person with the most money ends up being president, or gets very close to being president. That's somewhat how it runs. I mean, we all can look back at people's political campaigns and the amount of money in their budget and find that out. Anyway, I got off topic, but back to my topic. We need to find a way, guys. We need to find a way to come together. We need to find a way to unify. We need to find a way to say, hey, Peter feels this way, Sally feels this way. They don't agree. They're on opposite sides of the fence. But they're going to be civil. They're going to be mutually understanding that their differences, however difficult it is for them to understand. And that's what I'm struggling with right now. I'm really trying to struggle with some things. And again, I don't want to go into detail because I don't want to make this lopsided. I don't want to make this pro one person, anti another person. I want to make this about edification. Edification is the word, guys. That's the key word here. Edification. To edify one another. About love and about light. And about bringing people up and lifting others up. And enjoying each other. And accepting diversity. Accepting differences. Differences in opinions. Differences in color. Differences in sexual orientation. Difference in ethnicities and spiritual beliefs and religious beliefs. All these things are things we need to. I'm not saying we need to agree with everybody. I'm not saying that. I'm not asking anyone to compromise their morals or principles or values. But be civil enough to be able to truthfully and honestly take in what they're thinking, and don't be so quick to judge. Understand that even though you don't agree with something, you adamantly disagree, as a matter of fact, that they have the right to believe or to have their own thoughts, feelings, and opinions on a topic. And although I may not share those, I should still somehow find it in my heart, and this is what I'm struggling with, finding it in my heart. And for me, personally as a Christian, but for anybody this can apply to find it within us, within our hearts, to accept people regardless of their journey and the path they're on, regardless of their beliefs, and embrace them. As much as we can, embrace them with love, with courtesy, with dignity, and most of all, with what Jesus would do, again, in my opinion, grace. Offer grace. Because grace is a beautiful thing. Hatred's a horrible thing. Love is the most powerful force on earth. We all know that. I think we can all agree that love is the most powerful force on earth. And grace is the doorway to love. It opens the door to love. So we need to try to do that. I won't ramble on, but I just had to get on here to express that because it's weighing heavily on me. And I know that it has to be weighing on other people that care. People who don't give a damn, probably don't even think past what they're eating for breakfast or dinner or what time they're getting off work. But people who care, people who genuinely have a heart, people who are genuinely empathetic, like me, think about these things. And it troubles them. And it makes sense that it troubles them. Because they don't want to be separated from their peer groups, from their friends, from their family. And sadly, this landscape is dividing us. And it's causing those things to happen. Family members. So sad. So sad. I know personal stories where families are not talking over political differences. That's so sad. There's something wrong here, friends. It's something we need to look at. So I hope that there's some takeaway from this. If there's some advice you want to offer me, please do. Please do. I'm all ears. I'm open to hearing any ideas, any suggestions, any thoughts, any points of views. I'm very open. I'm a sponge right now. I'm open to all opinions, thoughts, feelings, views, and ideas. I always welcome them. And I hope that something, not even one word or one sentence that I said resonated with you and you took something away from this. And I hope you have a blessed day and an amazing weekend. Thank you. Take care, guys.